1. There were lines of people waiting to die. With pale faces, I was one of them. There wasn't much time left before I died. Less time than eating a bowl of noodles. I thought I should panic, but surprisingly, I felt calm. Perhaps my sins were too deep. By embracing death, I would feel as if the curse had been lifted and everything returned to its original state. The executioner, with a solemn expression, gripped a Toyo sword in his hand. The knife's tip pointed upwards as he sat, resembling a marble sculpture. Suddenly, the first line of 100 Years of Solitude came to mind. Many years later, as he faced the firing squad, Colonel Aureliano Buendia was to remember that distant afternoon when his father took him to discover ice. I didn't expect when facing my own execution, without recalling my poor childhood, I would think along this line. It was like a brief reprieve, allowing my mind to escape the cruel reality and soar far away. In fact, I began to feel grateful to have ever been a person with a literary background. 2. The commander signaled that the execution would commence immediately. I stood in the second row. I couldn't bear to see the execution scene. Yet, upon reflection, I realized that I was the one facing death, with mere minutes left to experience fear. So, I turned my gaze and witnessed headless bodies scattered about, blood calmly flowing without any intense scenes. Time slipped away swiftly. Now, only 3 more before me. Then 2, 1. Finally, it was my turn. My heart almost jumped out of my chest. That very moment, the Toyo knife rested against my neck, and the executioner chopped it off. But I was still conscious. I felt a rush of hot blood pouring from my neck. It seemed that I was not dead. Instead, I felt a lot of blood boiling in my mouth. Surprisingly, my vision is still intact. I wondered why I didn't pass out from the extreme pain. In front of me, a woman raised her camera, intending to capture my horrific appearance. Stopped. I was extremely unwilling to have her photograph me. 3. I had committed a crime and was seeking a voluntary and peaceful death. How could they subject me to this half-dead state? Did I have to endure prolonged pain? Did they have to take weird photos of me? This infuriated me to no end. I had to stop her. A tremendous anger surged within me, consuming my heart and mind. I made a desperate attempt to stop the woman's actions. At that very moment, It felt as if I had crashed through a thick barrier. Suddenly, my body awakened, becoming weightless. I found myself floating in the air, effortlessly soaring toward the woman. She let out a terrified scream and fled, dropping her camera to the ground. The others were equally horrified, scattering in all directions. In the blink of an eye, the place was desolate once again. 4. I caught sight of my own corpse, a terrifying sight that was barely recognizable as me. I felt strange and supernatural. I was floating in the air, about 1 meter above the ground. I wanted to float upward, but it turned out that I couldn't. Every time I ascended, I quickly descended back to my original height. Why was I like that? Was I dead? I didn't feel any pain, but what should I do? Would I experience hunger, fatigue? What would happen to me? What were my limitations? Did any reference material exist? It turned out the newborn ghost was full of panic.
Don't miss the unexpected ending. Now click the link in the description section to listen to the full story for free.